What's up, everybody? Going live a little bit early just so I can get everything dialed in. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Um, I'll wait till everybody rolls on in here, but hopefully everybody's having a good holiday weekend wherever they're going. Safe travels and whatnot. Hope you all are enjoying life to the fullest right now. I'm up here in Shaver Lake, California, at our cabin, just hanging out. So I figured I'd go live. Um, and what better place to do it? Sitting with both my bears. Yeah, just chilling. So I'll wait for everybody to get on in here. I'm just gonna just chill out, enjoy my coffee, and enjoy the scenery. Weather's real nice up here. Real cool. Not too cold. The morning was real nice. Air was real clean. It's so quiet up here early in the morning. You can just hear the birds and stuff like that, which is nice. Real peaceful. We came up here last night. Stopped in Prather and got some groceries and up get some. Before that, we got some barbecue from this place in town. It's called Ma's and Pa's. They got some pretty good barbecue. Shout out to Ma's and Pa's. Ma and Pa's, rather. Sorry, not Ma's and Pa's. Um, yeah. So we shot up here and stopped in Prather, got some groceries, and then got to hang out, got all settled in, and here we are till Monday. So that's where things are at. Before anybody comes in here too, I'm gonna say if you're interested, I posted the link to my Patreon account. There's 3 tiers to the Patreon. The first one's free. It's a free membership. So if you can go click on that link to the Patreon and go sign up, it's free. And if you want to support 77 Rockets Woodworking even further, there's a $5 and $10 option. So that's a way that you can help support my channel, and I'd greatly appreciate that. And to all the members that I already have on Patreon, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting 77 Rockets. And yeah. Also in the chat, I posted my last 5 videos. If anybody wants to check them out, they're in those links. And if you're just coming on in here, hit that like button. And if you like what you see on this live, go check out my content. Consider subscribing. I'm going to be posting some channels on this chat. So to show my friends some love. Before I do that, also, anybody interested in 77 Rockets stickers, I posted my email right here. So if you can, just email me your address and I'll send some stickers on out. I've had quite a few people that have been interested in stickers, and I just mail them away and send them off to them, and they've everybody so far has got them, so that's been nice. So I'm gonna post some channels here of some good friends of mine that are content creators, and maybe you guys want to check them out. They do some good content as well. I'm gonna post Daniel's channel. Daniel is Bearded Viking Woodworks. His channel is an awesome one, and he's very supportive. He also has a Facebook group. If anyone is going to come in here, one of my moderators, I'll have them post for you. So that's Daniel's channel. Here's Josh's channel. Josh's channel is up and coming. He's been posting some great videos. So check his channel out, Last Breath Woodworks. And then also, let's see. I'm going to just go down the list. This is John at Stillworks. He does some awesome content as well. He's really good at editing his videos. I'm gonna post him in the link. Just showing some love to my people. Hey, good morning, Ray. How you doing, brother? I enjoyed your live the other day. Was that yesterday or the day before? I'm kind of lost on time. Ray has a channel as well. I'll be posting Ray's channel. Ray just started doing lives, and I'm sure he's gonna have some fun with that, as I have. You know, I've been doing lives now for almost 2 months, so this next channel I'm gonna be posting is gonna be you're welcome, Ray. Next channel I'll be posting is Joe's DIY Lemma. He's an up and coming channel as well. He's really he does some awesome live carvings, and yeah, they're really fun to watch. He really draws a crowd with those, and it's just a lot of fun. We got a lot of cool people on here, a lot of talented people. Next, I'll be posting Matt Carves. Matt is from New Zealand, and he is a carver as well, or I should say he does carving as well, like Joe. And his channel is pretty awesome. Very descriptive, very entertaining. Go down the list. Now I'm going to share Roy's page. I think Roy might be having a live at the same time as me. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's what it was showing on the feed. But hopefully, if he isn't going live right now, he could come on in and hang out. So that's Roy's channel. He's over in the UK. He does carving as well. And then here's T Junior's channel. I'm going to share his channel. He's been doing a lot of fall decor and things like that. Lots of market stuff. So check him out if you're interested in stuff like that. Very entertaining as well. Let's see. Just going down the line. My buddy Jay Creates Woodworks. I'm going to share his channel too. That'll be in the link too. He's an up-and-coming content creator too. He's almost at 200 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, check him out. And then Ray and Sandy. Ray was just on here. I think he still is. I could be wrong. Ray's up and coming as well. He's trying to get to that first 100. He just had a really nice live the other day. I think it was his first one. So what's up, Joe? How you doing, brother? Glad you could join me. I know it's a little early, but hopefully with people living in the West Coast and then overseas, hopefully they can join on in. I just shared your channel, so hopefully you get some traffic. We'll see. Oops. Another buddy of mine, Paul from Loose Boot Woodworking. He has an up-and-coming channel. He's got some awesome content. There's Paul's channel. Oh, and I did think about you guys, you, Joe, you, and Matt, and Amy. When I set up my where I was going to do my live, this is from that wood carver I was talking about in Shaver. He does wood carvings, and he did a welcome, and then I'll flip it over now. It's got the Gone Fishing, which is pretty cool. You headed to a job? Nice. Well, I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it into the live. You know, I know everybody's got busy lives, and this is kind of like a busy weekend. So hopefully people can join and just pop in, and hopefully can hang out for a little bit. But if not, you know, it is what it is. I'll just be doing my live. I'm gonna share Sassy Susan Shop. Good friend of mine, Sassy. She does content as well. Posting her channel. Next is going to be Amy Joe's channel. Show some love to Amy Joe. Amy Joe's pretty supportive of my channel, so I gotta repeat the, gotta return the favor. What's your job today, Joe? What are you going out to do? I'm gonna share Joey. This is Joey. His channel is called Wood and Wheels. Very entertaining channel. Joe says I got to make a couple of phone calls and I'll be right back in a minute. All right, brother. See you in a minute. Just making my way down. Here's Hunter at Weldon Carry. Hunter's got some awesome intros and some great videos. So if you have time, go check him out. So how's everybody's weekend going going today? Anyone do some traveling or some stay in town? Anything special going on? Let me know. Here's another buddy of mine, Mike of Rippin' Lips. He's a fisherman, not necessarily woodworking, but he's a good friend of mine. And he just went out to where did he say he was going? He was going Half Moon Bay, and he just caught a bunch of fish out there. He should be posting a channel posting a video in the next couple days. So look out for that. And if you can, go sub his channel. And then here's Brad from Orders from Headquarters. Gonna post his channel. Brad's a good friend of mine. He's out of Maine. I'm jealous of him. He lives right next to the Lee Nelson headquarters. Nice, Ray. You watching football? What are you watching? Which game? Who's playing right now? I didn't get a chance to check it out. And I'd also like to thank Brad for giving me that shout out on his short video on his channel. That was really cool, dude. I appreciate that. And then here's Joe Clattenburg's channel. He's up and coming. He's trying to get to that first 100 subscribers. He's been doing a lot of nice fall decor. A lot of pumpkins if you like pumpkins. I like pumpkins. And his channel is the Good Luck Workshop. I'll post it in the link. Yeah, Penn State, West Virginia, huh? I'm a college football fan too. I've been a long-time Florida Gators fan, but I feel like college football is just entertaining. Just like I like the NFL, but college football, it's just like a broad spectrum, you know. I like it a lot. Share my buddy Chase's channel. Show him some love. He's trying to crack that first 100 too. So let's post him. Yeah, I agree, Ray. College football is the best. It's just, even with all the new stuff, the new rules and the playoff format, and now that the college players are being able to be paid, I don't think that's necessarily going to hurt the game. I think it's going to help it. Just hopefully they don't become too. Trying to look through these channels to see who I want to share. There's quite a few. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anybody, and if I do, I'm very sorry. Now I'm just gonna enjoy the chat. Now I'm just gonna hang out. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Can I share? I can share your channel. Do you do? Let me see. Do you do content? You do mostly on Facebook, huh, Mike? Hey, Mike, did you get your stickers yet? I sent them out. You can share your Facebook page, Mike, if you want. You're a moderator here, so you should be able to share. Thanks for joining me. Don't do YouTube yet. Kind of scares me. Maybe soon, just Facebook. Yeah, you should, man. It's definitely it's a good leap in the right direction. It's not too bad. I mean, it's just another way to be creative. In my opinion, I feel like it's a lot of fun. You just have fun with it and just enjoy it and meet people, like I always say. What's up, Don? How you doing, brother? Hey, Don. Let me see. Don doesn't do content that much. No stickers yet, dude. Maybe soon. Should be. They should be soon. I sent them out. Hey, good morning, Cat. Good morning to you. Michael says, my problem is I don't know if I have enough knowledge to give to people. Well, Michael, you don't necessarily. I've seen a lot of channels succeed, and this is just what I've seen. I've seen a lot of channels succeed without being high level woodworkers or high level at anything. They're just really good at sharing what they're doing and just very creative, and it seems to work for them. Because I see some channels that like have 50 to 100,000 subscribers, and they're just doing basic things. Basic. They just take apart pallets and just make stuff out of them, and we're talking like just basic woodworking, and they just are really, they're good. They do good editing, and it's just people just get attracted to it. It's basically just about grabbing hold of that algorithm, and just getting in there, just throwing your channel just gets caught on that river. Boom! It's like you get caught by someone who's fishing. Boom! The algorithm's the fisherman, and it just gets you, catches you, and off you go. So a good example of that would be Josh. Josh recently just, Josh is doing really good. Like once he hit that 200 subscribers and he put out both his long form and his short form of his caddy build, he's just like skyrocketed. I think he's like at 500 subscribers now. So, and the last like week he's had that big of a jump, which is awesome. I want my channel to grow too as well, but I'm not in a hurry. I want to build it the right way and have fun at the same time and meet people. So that's the most important to me. Who is that? Yeah, you can message me on Facebook, Ray. Don says cleaning the garage. Ray and say, hey, Cat. No invite. Who's that? Is that you, Sean? Did you switch your name? Who is effing loaded one? I don't. Did you change your handle? Is this Sean? You changed it. I was like, what the heck? Come on up, Sean. Bring your family. Come on up here. You guys are invited. We're just up here hanging out till Monday. So if you guys want to come hang out, come hang out. My cousins are up here too. We're gonna head on over there today and hang out. Well, wake their ass up. Just kidding. Michael says, I'm nearly 400 on Facebook. Will maybe look it soon. I can do some woodworking, but am no expert. But some of my stuff I think is good enough. Yeah, definitely. I think so. You post a lot of cool stuff that you do. You just all you got to do is just be able to just break it down, like be real descriptive and real entertaining, and just, you have to like piece it together real good. My honey's homemade. What's going on, Steve? Your stickers are on the way. They are on the way. So you should be getting those soon. I know you wanted some. Yeah, editing, it's just a learning process, so just one of those things that you just, you know, I'm trying to get better at too. I need to make I have to next thing I'm going to do editing wise is I'm going to make myself a nice intro. It's not going to be like an intro that I'm going to keep for like a long time, but it'll be an intro that I'll probably keep for a couple months, and then, make another one and just keep reinventing the intro. How many people are in here? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Steve says, sorry, I have the sound muted right in my car. My wife doesn't like woodworking audio. Tell your wife I said sorry, but I enjoy you watching nonetheless. Wrapping up a trash can slide out cabinet this weekend for a client. Nice, man. You going to post some pictures, Steve? Ray says, I actually edited a video yesterday. I got a lot to learn. Yeah, it's a learning process, and as you as you keep doing it, you'll get better. Yeah, I agree with Kat. Editing it can be a lot of fun. It can. And I feel too, it's like, I was talking about this with Josh. It's about like a lot, the last couple of my videos have been pretty long, which I wanted them to be real descriptive. But at the same time, I think that I might transition into, like, if I'm going to do a video like that, it might be like a video series, like a 2-part if it's a long video. So say if it's like a 50-minute video, it'd be like 25-minute video instead, 2 25-minute videos, or like, whatever, just cut it in half or in thirds if you can. He definitely has a good point. And I know that Daniel says that too. He says try to keep your videos at about 17 minutes, 17, longest 20 minutes. So like, and that works for him. And that seems like about right. Michael says, what's on the workbench this week, folks? For me, man, just not really on the workbench much. I've been working a lot, so back to work, not working a lot, but back to work. So I'm kind of just transitioning in. I do have some projects like the Live Edge and some other things that I'm going to be doing, but I'm taking my time. I'm not going to just like throw all my content out there and just, I want to take my time. My next videos are going to be a lot different, but a lot better at the same time. Steve says, Michael, go for it. Saves your time for what you do well. Roy, what's up, Roy? Good morning. Roy says, hello, Ryan. Glad to say your stickers arrived today. I will be making a video very shortly. I already set up to do a live, but we'll watch you instead. I saw that, man. I'm sorry if I got in the way of your live, but I do appreciate you being here. That's very, very nice of you. I know this is a little bit earlier than I usually go live, but I like these morning times. It's nice. You hear that bird in the background? It's nice. It's nice up here. Real nice. Kat says, I need to email you, Michael. I'm sorry I've been so busy with health and everything. And then, let's see. So, Roy, I'm at our cabin in Chevrolet, California. It's about a 50-minute drive from my house in Clovis. So it's probably, it's about 40 miles away, 45 miles away from where I live. And this is our family cabin, and I've been coming up here. My grandparents had cabins up here, and then my cousins have a cabin up here. I have a lot of family up here that have cabins, so I've just since I was a little kid, I've been coming up here. Michael says I have a live edge coat rack to make bar display and a couple of shelves plus planter boxes. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make like two benches or like a just one bench or and like a accent table or something. I'm hoping it's gonna be a while because I think that I want to I think that I'm gonna get the tops all dialed in, and then I don't necessarily need to get a lathe, but I'm gonna design the legs, and then I'm gonna use my tinion cutter with my drill to drill out some tenons, and then I'll mortise out some holes so I can stuff them in, kind of like the spindles inside this cabin, if you will. So yeah, Roy, I'm up here till Monday, just hanging out in Shaver. Ray says I built a couple of octagon shelves yesterday. Other than that, I was pricing some benches for a couple of customers. Nice. Michael says, "Yeah, you need to get a lathe." I do need to get a lathe. Um, God, I could have got a lathe, but I didn't. I got some other things instead, like some camera stand with light, and then I got some nice mics and some other things. I bought a number 4 Stanley Sweethearts plane, which is nice. I like that, and I bought some other stuff. Um, the lathe was a number 1 on my list as far as machinery goes, but I think before that, I think I'm gonna get a sander, a better sander. Yeah, the guy from Ideal Works, his name is Matt, and they got 6 lathes there. I haven't even had time to go over there, but point being, I signed up at a local woodworking shop, and it's like a nonprofit, and they got a huge workshop. Well, they have 6 lathes. Well, I figured I'd go there and just learn and hang out with somebody that really knows how to use a lathe and could teach me a lot about bowl turning and like spindles and everything that goes along with the lathe. And then I could buy my own lathe, like save my money and buy a nicer lathe. So that's kind of still my plan, but I just haven't had time to get over there. I do want to get a lathe though. Roy says, I think they have a ski center there, but it wasn't snowing when we went. Where are you talking about? Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'll go up. I missed your last comment. We went to a place called Wrightwood just outside Los Angeles. That was wonderful, and they are cabins that you can hire. Yeah, they rent it. I mean, we used to rent out our cabin. Um, Now it's just like close friends and family that can come here. So, yeah. Kat says that's the cabin in your videos, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the cabin in my videos. Later on in this live, I'll be taking you on a little walk, a little stroll around the exterior. My wife and kids are inside, so I'm not gonna go inside, but I'll take you. We'll take a look at the staircase right here and all the railing, and then the Bigfoot. I'll show you guys the Bigfoot that when I did that drive up short, you can see it, and I'll show you. Michael's. Oh, hey Juan, what's going on, brother? Good. It might be afternoon for you, right? It's like maybe 12, 1 o'clock, maybe, huh? 1:30. Michael says dropping out for now. We'll be back hopefully before you go off the live. Yeah, come back, man. I'm gonna show a little tour of my place, so it'll be fun. Joe says, Ryan, what do you do? What do you think you would charge to replace wooden soffit and fascia for wood rot on the 3 outside corners on a ranch style? So how do the tails look for your rafters, Joe? That's a question that I would ask that I would that would be something that I would think about first. Like so when you're doing a roof like that, when you're doing the fascia and you're going to redo the soffit, right? Um, you have to think about if there's any wood rot in your rafters as well, which is the ends. Now, when you have your rafters exposed, they need to be like, I like to use like the pressure treated, it's like a pressure treated solution, and you kind of just paint it on a little bit, and then you like that dries obviously, and then you paint your exterior. Or if you don't, that works just fine too. Like for my shed, I did that. All exposed wood, you're supposed to have, you know, a pressure treated solution. If you don't have pressure treated wood, well, even with pressure treated wood, if you expose the cut, you still need to treat it again. So I would think about that first, Joe, and then it just depends. You know, when I do work, like when I consider doing work, um, you have to factor in like the price of materials, and then what, like this is what I would do. Just what I do myself. I would do price of materials, uh, price for your work hourly, your labor, and then I add like 15 to 20% if like there's a fluctuation. It covers like any extra additional cost, and it gives you a little bit of a blanket. That's just what I do. Take it or leave it. So Roy says Wrightwood was not very far from Venice Beach. Nice. I've never been there. I've been to Venice though. Steve says I need to make a lathe video. What do you want to see me make? Man, make a bowl, man. Make a bowl or like some spindles. I'd love to see that. That'd be cool, Steve. That would actually help me out. I mean, I watched a few woodworking. I watched David's Turning, I think it is, and Josh turned me on to Sprague. He's pretty cool. Hey, what's up? Daniel's in the house. Sorry, I barely saw you. I've been going through the comments. Juan says 1:30 here in PA, sunny, and 85 in the garage, making some sawdust. Trying to record my project for my next video. Nice. Roy says it's 18 to 30 here in the evening. Is that degrees? Hey, House Scraper. Good morning or good evening, rather, wherever you're at. I don't know where you're from, so. Bearded Daniel says, how many feet would we be talking? How high? Ladders involved? Would you need helper? What's the material type? How far is the drive? Yeah, all that factors in too. You have to factor that in. You know, like I said, if it was just me doing it, like I've done fascia by myself, and soffits and things like that, and you know, you can, depending on the pitch of your roof, you can make a jig that will help you. Like if you have long runs of your fascia, you can have a two-way jig that you could set up, that or like a one side jig. You set up the jig and then you pull it up to where you're at, and you could shoot it in. It just depends. Like Daniel said too, there's a lot of factors. Do you need another person? Just things like that. But if you're by yourself, like I said, you just break down material, our like labor costs, and then I add 15 to 20% just for just a blanket, just if there's any hiccups. You enjoyed my brother-in-law's channel? Who's my brother-in-law's channel? Is that question towards me? All right, Steve. Thanks for joining us, brother. Look forward to seeing your lathe video. You should do it. V, what's going on? 88 here in East Tennessee. It's about 70 here in Shaver. It's nice. Yeah, candlesticks are cool on the lathe. I've seen people do candlesticks. Yep, 20%. Yeah, same with me. 15, 20%. That's how I was taught. But like Daniel said, it just depends. Is it a project that you're taking on by yourself, or is it a project that you're taking on with workers too. So you have to factor that in. Joe says, thanks, Ryan. Sorry for the delay. I didn't realize I wasn't viewing live. I use pretty much the same methodology and materials. Nice. Thanks, Ryan. Sorry for the delay. Oh, you did it twice. Hit that like button. We got 11 in here. Hit that like, baby. Hit that like. How you guys like these bears, man? This is a local carver and shaver. He does like the custom two-way signs. Welcome. Gone fishing. Nice little bears. And then this other one says cabin, sweet cabin. And then this was one that my mom and dad had. An old bear and his honey live here. I'll leave that one around. So that's a cool saying. Coffee. House Scraper, was that channel? Was that channel? I think that was my cousin. He does like documentaries, and he like travels, and he does tons of different documentaries, and he like vlogs everything. And his name's Trevor. He has like a beard and long hair. I think that's who you're talking about. Juan says, love the car bears. The background views look so peaceful. Oh, it's nice out here. It's beautiful. Shaver Lake's my paradise. That's everybody's got their own paradise, but this right here. This is Ryan's paradise. Maybe you could come. Maybe you can make it out here sometime, Juan. Come hang out. We'll have some stogies up here and a few beers. Roy says 1830 is 24-hour clock. Sorry, it's 6:30 in the evening in England. Oh, okay. Oh, you like the lives? Me too. I like the lives. I like having this like connection with the people, with everybody here, and getting to know everybody, and them getting to know me. It's fun. They're a lot of fun. I'm sure Daniel is dance today. Usually, I'm sure Daniel will answer, but usually Daniel's shooting his videos, some of his videos on Saturdays, right, Dan? What's up, Hunter? I posted all the links for the channels above. If anybody's interested, I posted Hunter's channel, which is Weldon Carey, up there too, and Ray and Sandy. A few people in here are content creators. Joe too, and Daniel. I posted his channel. Also, I posted a link to my Patreon. If anybody's interested, it's free to join, become a member. It helps me out. There's also a $5 and $10 membership tier membership. So if you're interested in that, helping to support my channel, I'd greatly appreciate that too. And thank you to the members that are Patreon members already. I appreciate you. Helps me out. Dang, we got some bunch of people from Tennessee up in the house, baby. I've never been to Tennessee, but I've always wanted to go. Dan, you hear that, everybody? Daniel's going live later. He's going live later. Juan says, sounds good, brother. Would love to make it out there sometime. Yeah, let me know, man. I'd love to go to Pennsylvania too. I'm a Steelers fan, so you know what's up, baby. Roy says, did you see the planters that I made the other day out of the decking boards? I haven't caught that yet. Yeah, Kat's asking what time Daniel's going to go live. I'll let him answer that. Hunter says, cool setup, man. The background is cool. Yeah, that's this was my wife's idea, so you could thank her. Her and Riley are the ones who really were the inspiration for this. And then that too, then I was thinking like these carvings are cool because, you know, made me think of Joe and Matt and Amy Joe, and Yeah. Anyways. Oh, nice. That's cool. That's cool. So you do like a transition, Daniel? You like go live at 7, and then for that hour and a half, and then you'll switch to regular live. Man, you're gonna have to show me how you do that. Well, obviously I'm not monetized yet, so but I'd love to learn just to know for future reference. Cause I will be monetized someday, baby. Highways in Pittsburgh or around the stadiums is nuts. I bet. That's fine with me though. I've never been, and I would love to go to a Steelers game. Roy says, "Did you carve the bear bench you're sitting on?" No, I didn't. I wish I did, but I didn't. It's a local carver and shaver, and he does beautiful work. He does big ones, small ones, you name it. He does all types of wonderful carving. But I figured this would be a nice backdrop, so hopefully you guys like it. No, the only thing that I built right here is this handrail, these posts, and these post tops. I'm thinking about doing a video on this. I have a short where I kind of show how I did these, but I think I'm going to do an actual video that shows how I make these post caps, how I cut the tops, and then I mortise out the center impression for it to fit on the post itself. So I'll probably be doing a video on that sometime. I actually shot a video. This is before I started YouTube. I actually shot a video on my Instagram of me making these posts. So maybe I can look that up and see if it's even good enough for any footage. If not, I'll just make a video on it, just to kind of show people. And I did that with my old table saw, my old Rockler, or not Rockler, my old Rockwell. I had an old Rockwell table saw. Yeah, you got to have some time with members only. I've thought about I don't know if you've thought about this, Daniel. I've thought about doing a live on my Patreon, like just an extra like one a week or something like that. Doing a little like 1 hour live on my Patreon, just to see how it would do, you know. Joe says, "I apologize. I'm on my way to the boondocks and I barely have cell signal." Hey man, I just appreciate you being here, Joe. Just the fact that you're just taking time to be on my live and just support the channel and myself is cool, man. I appreciate you, Joe. You don't know how much I appreciate you. Juan says, "I'm married into a Steelers family. I hear about it all the time. The only thing, Pittsburgh is 6 to 7 hours from where I live. I live in southeast PA. I'm 15 minutes drive from Maryland line." Are you a Steelers fan, Juan? Or are you an Eagles fan? Or are you a fan of another team? That's okay. I'm not a hater. Roy says dinner is ready, so I will have to go. Thank you for the stickers, and we'll chat soon. Yeah, Roy, enjoy your dinner. V says, "Are you getting ate up by skeeters?" No, I'm not. Generally, I would. They go for like my elbows and like my ankles, but they're not here right now, so I'm kind of happy about that. More towards like the nighttime, they kind of creep around, but it's not too bad. It's actually worse down at my house where I live, which is crazy. Joe says, I had posted a couple of messages replying to you, Daniel, but it didn't look like they went through. I just got to my job site I'm working on today, and I just picked up their Wi-Fi. Nice. Oh dang! You an Eagles fan, Daniel? That's cool, man. I got love for the Eagles. Or is Juan an Eagles fan? "13 in here. Hit that like button. We only got 11 likes. Hit that like button, baby." Haha, you're Eagles fan. Nice. You're a Phillies baseball fan? That's cool, man. I'd love to go to a Phillies game. I'm actually a Atlanta Braves fan, but uh, I just baseball is fun, man. Going to games is funner. Like, yeah, I'm a big hockey fan too. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. So, but I'll go watch anybody. I've been kind of jonesing to go watch the Las Vegas Knights because they've only been around for a little while and they've had a lot of success. Daniel says we are known for almost making it to the Super Bowl every time, laugh out loud and blowing it. Hey, but you did not blow it with Nick Foles, man. When you guys beat the Patriots, you guys beat a good Patriots team that year. Nick Foles got you to the promised land, baby. I think that's the game. I think that's the game that Nick Foles caught a touchdown pass, right? Dude, watching professional hockey live is the shit, man. We have a semi-pro team. So a good friend of mine, his name's Christopher Keys. I went to elementary school with him, and then we kind of reconnected again. And anyways, his mom was a travel agent for the Fresno Falcons at the time. They were called the Fresno Falcons at the time, and they were a semi-pro hockey team. And he used to take me to games all the time. It was so fun. And now they're called the Fresno Monsters. And I know a few people that go to all the games. I haven't been to a Monsters game, but I would like to go. But yeah, hockey live is awesome. You a Niners fan, Kat? They just re-signed Ayuk to a good deal. Joe says it's a 25-minute drive. I may need to help her on one section of it. Most of it off the 6-foot step ladder. Materials are a wild card, like Ryan said. I don't know how those rafters are looking. Yeah, it just depends. You got to kind of gauge the whole situation. You can't have any wood rot in those rafters. Can't have any wood rot in those rafters, and you definitely can't have any wood rot in those freeze blocks in between. That's a big deal. Daniel says, right, Cat, I was rooting for you and the Niners last year. Oh, man, me too. I mean, I was so torn. I like both teams. I love the Chiefs. I've always had love for the Chiefs. Like, even old school Chiefs, like watching those old 60s Chiefs teams. Um, but God, I was rooting for them. I was kind of rooting for the Niners, man. I really wanted it to happen for them. You know, even more so since the few years back, I think 3 years back, they lost. They had that 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter, and they just blew it. You know, they had it in the bag. All right, Joe, see you, brother. You almost died in disbelief. Oh man, that was awesome. That was an awesome Super Bowl. Hey, hate them or love them. The Patriots, man. Those Patriots teams, they gave us some good Super Bowls. They were very entertaining. Yeah, go Sabres. Buffalo Sabres, right? Is that who they are, Cat? Buffalo Sabres? Is that right? I, Correct me if I'm wrong. Daniel says we have a semi-pro league too. Stingrays, nice, dude. Hey, those semi-pro teams get down, baby. They get down like Chinatown. Ray says my Bengals have been to a Super Bowl three times and lost all three. Hey, it happens. Look at the Vikings. Look at the Bills. The Bills had if the Cowboys weren't around, they probably would have won a few. They should have won that damn Super Bowl versus the Giants when Scott Norwood missed that field goal for the Bills. Oh, my cousin's husband He's a coach. He's a coach for the Bengals, Ray. He was actually a coach for the Commanders, and then when they let go of their head coach, they let go of the whole coaching staff. But he's a coach now for the Bengals. So he was a coach. He was a coach before the Bengals. He was a coach at the Commanders, and then he coached for the Panthers, and then he played in the NFL for the Panthers for 7 years, I believe. Ben Jacobs. He's a good dude. Daniel says, me and Kat were chatting during Niners Super Bowl with KC, and it went from great to not so great. Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting that they didn't know this, that they didn't know they weren't aware of the overtime rules. Juan says, "Oh man, Braves, boo! Come over to the dark side. Feels they're playing the Braves now. Big Braves rivals. Hey man, I got love for the Phillies, brother. Lil Sambo, what's going down, baby? He's joining us from Germany. My boy from Germany. You used to live in ATL? Atlanta. You used to love Atlanta Braves or live in the ATL? I'm kind of confused. Cat says Penguins used to practice at our local ice rink growing up with a couple of figure skaters. So met a couple of cool people growing up. Nice. Yeah, I've liked the Penguins for a long time. Niners faithful. Yeah, Buffalo Sabres. Ray says wide right. Laugh out both the Super Bowls. The Bills, that is. Yeah. Yeah, one of the Super Bowls with the Cowboys was like competitive up until like the third quarter, and I think then mid third quarter they started pulling away. But they didn't have a chance versus the Redskins, or who else did they get beat by? They got beat by the Cowboys twice, Redskins, and then the Giants. So I think that's their 4 losses. That's a good run though. Even if you lose the Super Bowl, 4 Super Bowls in a row is a good run, and is probably going to go unmatched for a while. You know. House Scraper says, "What's everybody working on today?" I'm picket fence jack-o'-lanterns. Well, I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing absolutely nothing, baby. I'm just hanging out, just enjoying the time off a little bit. I'll probably be getting back in the shop here in a week or so, figuring such stuff out that I want to do. So we shall see. But other than that, I'm just hanging out. What's everybody else working on? Do tell. Do share. Yeah, Jim Kelly and that team was good. They had a good team. You know who was a good team that they beat? Because you know how like you remember how in like I think it was like the late 80s and the early 90s, like maybe up until 93, the NFL had no salary cap. So do you remember those Oilers teams with Warren Moon that were pretty badass? Alshon Jeffries and all those guys. They had some good. The Houston Oilers had some squads, baby. Lil Sambo says sometimes the Niners are playing here in Germany. The area is like 20 minutes driving from me. Nice, that's cool. I think who played? Didn't they have a game in Germany last year? Lil Sambo. Hey, Lil Sambo, what's your real name? So I don't just keep calling you Lil Sambo. And I think the Niners have a good chance this year. I think that they have all the pieces to the puzzle to really make it a good run for a couple years at least. Lil Sambo says this year they also played like 2 or 3 times in Germany. Last year also, yeah. I know they have a game in Mexico, and I know they have a game in England, I believe, and then in Germany as well. Ray says yes, they were part of the AFC North at the time. Yeah. If you're referring to the Oilers, right? The Oilers had some squads for like about 5 years. They had some good teams. I was a really big Warren Moon fan. I still am. I think he was a good dude. He was a good player. He had some off the field stuff, but as far as like his career, he's the only bad thing for him is he played outside the NFL for a little while and had a really good career, and then he went to the NFL. He should have just like I think he went to Trump had a league for a while for a few years, and so did Jim Kelly. He played there too. But man, if Warren Moon had some killer numbers, and you got to think, man, maybe if he would have been in the NFL a little bit sooner with those Oilers, they might have been able to do some great things. I mean, they had some good teams, but they could have gone to a Super Bowl. And then even when Warren Moon signed with the Vikings, they were still pretty good. He was still playing at a high level. Well, pleasure to meet you, Max. My name's Ryan. And like I said before, I had a couple. I'll post my email again. So here's my email. Oops. Take the caps lock off. Anybody who's interested in stickers, since Max is here and House Scraper's here and a few others are here that aren't always on here, if you guys and girls are interested in stickers, email me your address and I'll send you some stickers, some 77 Rockets woodworking stickers. Juan says working on letter T for friend's son's wedding for people to sign as they walk in. Nice. They can hang it up. Yeah, Moon was awesome, Ray. Moon was a great player. Who was another player that you guys had a quarterback? Cincinnati had a quarter. Was his name Jeff Blake? Jeff Blake was a good quarterback. It's just he didn't have all the pieces around him. Do you remember him? I think he was after Boomer Esiason, right? I could be wrong, but I liked him too. I thought Jeff Blake was very talented. Kat says Bills had a rough start this year with their second string Ray. Yeah, the Bills. Their quarterbacks is from is like from the Central Valley. His family, they're like farmers. I think where was the town they live in? I forgot the name of the town. We built a bridge out there. I forgot. Max says, bro, I ordered from Amazon some Milwaukee bits, but they don't arrive. Bro, I ordered it like a month ago. That sucks. You might want to notify Amazon. I'm sure they'll fix it. Billy White Shoes Johnson. That's Miranda Trucking, their local trucking company. Fireball. Yep, you're right. Sean's right. Yeah. Josh Allen's from Fireball. Thank you, thank you, Sean. I almost said thank you, Josh. I like Josh Allen. I think he's a top quarterback. He's a wild dude. I just think he needs to clean it up just a little bit. They've had some teams, man. I mean, you got to figure they run into the Chiefs. I mean, sometimes there's those 1 and 2 teams, and they just for years and years they just fight, and it's just that one team that's just a little bit better. Yeah, Josh Allen played. That's crazy. Sean says. Josh Allen played for Reedley College, Reedley Junior College, and then he went to where did he go? Wyoming? Was it? It was Wyoming, right, Sean? I think it was Wyoming, and they were part of the. I think Wyoming was part of. If it was Wyoming, could be wrong, but I think they were part of the conference that Fresno State's in. Juan says, sorry if a 3-foot T just saw my typing skills are at a rookie level. It's all right, brother. We're just hanging out, man. Nothing doesn't got to be all serious. Yeah, I think it's Wyoming. I think it was Wyoming that he played for. Nonetheless, he's a badass. I like him a lot, regardless of what anybody says. I saw this thing this year coming. It was they were rating players like overrated or underrated, and he was considered overrated, which I do not agree with that. You know, just because you don't win a damn Super Bowl doesn't mean you're overrated. Josh Allen is always putting up great numbers, and he's always trying to he's always getting his team, regardless if they're like subpar or not, he's getting them pretty far. I mean, their team last year wasn't Super Bowl quality, but he got them to the playoffs. You know, like getting to the playoffs is no eh, you're not a slouch. You're getting to the playoffs. It's just you're just getting beat by the better team. And it's about your team being healthy too. Ray says Logan Wilson that plays for the Bengals also went there. Yes, I watched. The Bengals have a YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, Ray, you should check out their YouTube channel. And they have a story on him, on Logan Wilson, and he did go to Wyoming. That was cool, man. That kid's got a good story. Max says Ryan, when's the next time you're going live? So I must be planning it so I can watch it. So the next time I'm going live is probably going to be Wednesday. Yeah, I thought about doing a Monday since I'm off, but I think I'm going to wait till Wednesday and just do a Wednesday like at probably, I don't know, probably like 5 or 5:30. Daniel and I kind of intertwined last time, and I don't really want to do that, but sometimes, with work schedule you can't really help that. So what do you guys think? You think I should go live Monday? If I go live Monday, I won't go live Wednesday. And then I'll kind of have a little bit more time Monday. And if I go live Monday, it'll be from here, from Shaver. And then I just won't do a Wednesday live. And then it'll just be Monday, and then I'll just won't have another live till Saturday. So I might do that. That might be like a better idea. What do you guys think? Monday or Wednesday? Wednesday, I don't really want to intertwine with Daniel's live, but Monday I have more time, and I'll probably on Monday I would probably only go live for like an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour and some change. Kat says definitely, but they dropped half of their team with Diggs. Yeah, that was a big loss. Diggs going to the Texans. The Texans are loaded. Like I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they were contenders for the AFC. Like at least get to the championship, the AFC championship. Yeah, Sambo, yeah, Max, just look out for my. I'll post it. I'll post it. I'll schedule my live, so just look out for it and just click the notify bell, and it'll notify you when I'm live. It might be kind of late for you, but hopefully you can make it. Sean says, I miss the good old days when all the SF Giants played for the Grizzlies. Yeah, that was cool, man. That was cool. Those were the good old days for the Grizzlies. My dad actually used to have season passes to the Grizzlies. See you, Sambo. Laters, brother. Hope you have a good. I think it's good evening for you. A bunch of people around here have razors and those little they have like little golf carts around here. So like when you go around town, it's just real chill. I was telling my mom we need to get one of those. I'd like to get one of those and get like some four wheelers up here, because my cousin and I we he's got four wheelers, and we went along the lake with his four wheelers. It was fun. You guys see all the traffic going by. I'm seeing the delay in the video. So what's everybody got going on for the rest of the day? Anything fun? Anything exciting? You just sold one? Damn. Shit. I wa- We'll talk about that later. I'm not going to ask you how much you sold it on here for, but man, I would have loved that. Got a four-wheeler. That sucks. Four-wheelers are a good time. Yeah. You got to be safe on them, though. Yeah. I'd like to get some four-wheelers and and not necessarily a Razor, but like maybe like a Polaris or something. I know you could pick those up for a good price. You're going to Shaver? Hell yeah. Come on up, baby. It'd be good to have you. Ray says football, football, and more football. Yeah. Football. I love football too. I I I just like sports, you know? Like my main like the I like my favorite is combat sports, so I like anything combat sports related. You know, like be it UFC, like boxing, kickboxing. I'm a big fan of Glory Kickboxing. That's a lot of fun to watch. Muay Thai is fun to watch too. Like a one championship, they got some cool stuff going on over there. Um, I don't really watch Bellator that much, or PFL. Not no disrespect to them, but it's just I don't feel like their product is. I don't feel like you're really getting a good product. Uh, then again, not hating on them. There's just it's just not what I want to watch. I love the UFC. I love what Bare Knuckles doing. I love their system. Um, it's very entertaining. A little bit more gruesome, but it's entertaining. That's part of combat sports, you know. Um, I love football. I love hockey. I like basketball. Shit, I love golf too. You know, I like all sports. I think the Olympics are awesome too. You know, I'm a big fan of sports, whatever team it is. Juan says wife and I and another couple are headed to Maryland to see a band tonight. Next to the water, people dock their boats, bar music and dinner. That's nice, man. Hope you have fun. A buddy of mine, a buddy of mine, the fair's coming up in Fresno, and there's this band, 311, that we like. I think we might get tickets to that concert. I've actually seen 311 live. I saw them at a Vans Warp Tour at the Fresno State. Um, it's like the Fresno State amphitheater. It's like an open amphitheater though, and they set up, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. It was cool though. It was like when I was 16, I believe, and it was a lot of fun. I saw Pennywise, they were pretty good. I saw Rancid. I liked them a lot. They were pretty good. Um, I saw 311, Me First and the Gimme Gimmies. There's some other bands too. I forgot. It's been so long, you know, but it was a good time. There was this guy I met recently, and he was going to a concert with it was Def Leppard, Journey, and the Steve Miller Band. I'm down for Steve Miller Band. They're like one of my favorite bands. Um, that would have been cool to go see them. 311 for the '90s band. Yeah, man, I used to jam out to them. Yeah, they're cool. I like 311. They're like real chill band. I like a lot of different music, and they're part of that music. I like a lot of old music. I like a lot of classic rock and funk, but '90s stuff too. Yeah, 311's good. I like them. They're good live. They're real good live. That's one thing. Some bands, you know, you'll see them like on videos and hear their tracks, you know, like in the studio, but when you hear them live, they're like dog shit. It's like, man, that kind of sucks. Kind of kills it a little bit, it's almost time for some. It's almost time for a rock star. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in stickers, like I said, just email me and I'll send them on over. I know most of you have got stickers so far. So just if you want stickers, just hit up my email. Um, and I'll probably be on Daniel's live later on tonight if I can. So we'll see. You want to see the cabin? I can show you guys the cabin. You want to see it? I'll take you guys on a walk. Let's go on a walk. Let's go on a walk about ye. Okay. So this is where I'm doing my live, basically. I'll take you around. Here's our little stove. We do like marshmallows on this thing and stuff. Here's the side of the cabin. Here's a little view of the front. I'll take you guys down to the front too. Got my Traeger grill. Got the blankets out for the baby. Here's going around. There's the staircase. There's Bigfoot. I'll take you guys down the stairs. There's Bigfoot. Let's go down these stairs. There's Bigfoot and the stairs and the cabin. I'll take you guys on a little bit more of a walkabout. What you know? What you know about this? What you know about this? Yeah. Got a bunch of extra rock. Still got to use. So this is basically an overview. Try not to get my license plate in the picture. If I do, oh well. But this is the overview of the cabin. And I'm just walking along the road right now. So there's the cabin. I got some people driving by, so I'm gonna just kind of pan through right now and go back up there. There's our kayaks and our little boat. And head back up these stairs. Say hello to Bigfoot again. I'll take you guys inside. Here's a red door. And my daughter Macy, my wife. Where's the baby at? Oh, she's asleep. Hey, how you doing? I'll give you guys a tour. There's a bottom bathroom. Cool windows, huh? I love those type of windows. Here's the kitchen. Here's a little backyard. Just looking through. This is the other cabin right here that my dad built. I didn't get to build this one with him, but that was our other cabin. That's a big one. 4,000 square feet. There's the room. Here's up the stairs. Sorry if it's not too bright up here. I gotta turn on some lights. Sorry it's dark in here. This here's the other bathroom upstairs. You see me in the... Still a little loft area. This is the bedroom, smaller kid's bedroom that overlooks those stairs. I think I'm losing people here. And then here's this other bedroom that overlooks the street. So yeah, that's a basic tour, if you will. Here's the custom spindles stair railing. Now I'm headed back outside. You guys see me okay? All right, I'm going to catch up on comments now. Let's see. Ray says, saw Kiss and Wasp in the late 80s was the loudest concert I was ever at. I bet. Juan says, yeah, I'm blues, rock, classic rock, hip hop, older hip hop, and not the stuff they play now. I'm about the same. Juan. You and I have a very similar taste in music. I like blues too. Rhythm and blues, baby. There's some good artists today still. There is some good artists today still. There are. I'm not trying to shit on these new artists. They're just I like the old stuff though. I'm a big fan. Ray says, very nice, absolutely beautiful place. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It was a pleasure to build. Thanks, Juan. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, there's a lot of beautiful accents to this, a lot of detail to this place. It was a pleasure to build, and a pleasure to spend the time with my dad building it. You know, that was the biggest thing for me, was just spending all the time with him and really enjoying his company. What's up, Matt? You missed it, man. I just gave a tour of our family cabin. So if you can, Matt, just come back maybe like 5 minutes and watch, and then you'll see the whole cabin if you'd like. But hope you're having a good day. I linked your channel in there earlier, so hopefully some people headed on over to your channel to show some love. For any of you who don't know, Matt does some real beautiful carving work. He has a YouTube channel as well, and he's out of New Zealand. And I'd also like to thank Matt for. I appreciate you for sharing my stickers that I sent you and on your live. That was pretty cool. I had some people that checked out my channel and subscribed, so that was pretty cool. Thank you. And you're welcome for the stickers. 6 a.m. Nice. So you're just waking up, huh? Or maybe you've been up, I don't know. Glad you could join us. Yeah, Roy was gonna have a live, and he kind of pushed his off a little bit so he could join, which was kind of cool. I appreciate him for doing that. Hopefully, when he goes live, I could check his out too. Juan says he used to play drums, loved music. I have a cousin that plays drums. I love music too. Actually, the cousin who plays drums, his dad was in a few big bands back then. Rest in peace. But he was in some amazing bands. Kat says, I hear you though. A lot of junk lyrics out there these days have a story, some soul in it, if it makes sense. Yeah, just a lot of, I don't know. It may. I mean, there's been bad lyrics along with good lyrics that have gone on for years and years and decades. So it kind of is what it is. Sunday's a rest day. Oh yeah, it's Sunday for you, huh? That's right. I forgot. Matt's on Sunday. We're Saturday over here. That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just hanging out up here. It's really nice up here. Really nice. Every time I come up here, it's like just so peaceful. It's like the air just feels so clean, and it's just different. People are different up here. Some people are not so different, but for the most part, people are pretty nice up here. I'd actually like to end up living here someday. That'd be nice. You know, someday it'd be a dream to live up here. I know that's what my parents did. My mom not so much comes up here anymore. She comes up here and there, but for a while when my dad was alive, they were, I'd say for like 7 years they were living up here, probably like 9 months out of the year. So they were here a lot. We get some crazy snow up here too. It's nice. It's like real pretty. And the way the driveway is, like it's a nice like little sledding area. What's up, Joe? Yeah, Joe has his own channel. I posted a link to your channel earlier. For those who didn't see it, go check it out. Ray says, "Let me know when you're going live again. I might do Thursday if it doesn't interfere with the others." I, now that I'm thinking about it, I might do it Monday. I might do it Monday just so I'm not hitting anybody, because I know Joe goes live on Wednesdays too, but he kind of gauges what I'm doing too. So like he goes live on Wednesdays, which is what I usually do, but I think I'm gonna go Monday, just so that I don't interfere with him and Daniel, and you know, and it'll be fun. I'll probably go live for probably like a little over an hour. Nothing too crazy. Um, yeah. Matt says, first day of spring looks beautiful. What's the predominant trees behind you? So this one, I want to say this one is a sugar pine. There's a lot of pine trees around here. That one is a sugar pine though. There's just different. There's a lot of tamarack up here. A lot of tamarack. Tamarack is wonderful wood. Tamarack's wonderful wood to burn. I know that when my dad was around, we'd go get tags from the forestry, and we'd get our chainsaws ready and load up the trailer, and we'd go up the mountain and around the mountain around here and find tagged tamarack. So the forestry, what they'll do is they'll cut trees down, that's for firewood, for people to get for firewood and whatnot, or carvers, stuff like that, before the real moisture gets in, or dries out rather too at the same time. But point being, they tag the wood, and if it's good, you can cut it, and it burns good, burns real good. Tamarack burns. There's a lot of tamarack up here, not as much as the pine, but Yeah, the tamarack's good, but the sugar pines up here, they burn pretty good too. It's like good kindling wood. Um, but for the most part, the tamarack's nice too. Let's see. You back? You back, Michael? Nice. Glad you're back. Joe says, "Got to go. I'm out with the wife for our 28th anniversary. Congratulations on your 28th anniversary, and I'm glad, man. Thank you so much for just joining us live. That's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna head out soon. Probably going live for another 10 minutes, and then cut this one short. So I go hang out with the family, and then probably gonna head over to my cousin's house and hang out. So yeah, but I will be back Monday. I'm right after I'm done with this one. I'll schedule my Monday. I'll schedule my Monday live so you guys can pencil that in and hopefully join. You missed. I gave a tour of the cabin and the property. If you want to go back, probably about maybe about 15 minutes now. You can check that out. I went through all the outside, went to the street, and then showed the inside. So check it out if you want to. Yes. So Matt, I'm still in California. Um, our cabin is 50 minutes away, which is like 45 miles um, east, basically, um, in a town called Shaver Lake, and it's real pretty up here. I'll probably do a few. If we go to the lake, I'll probably do some shorts and show you guys some scenery around here. We'll see. It's nice up here though. So point being, I'm about 45, 50 minutes away from where I live, where you usually see me do lives. And yes, in California, Shaver Lake, California. If anybody's interested in checking out Shaver Lake, California, here is how it's spelled, and California. So check it out. If you guys want to see any type of pictures or whatnot of the town itself, just type in that when you search your link when you search on the internet, and it'll give you some good information. Michael says, depending on what time, I'll hopefully make Monday live. If I go live Monday, it's probably going to be about the same time, probably like 10. So yeah, I think instead of Wednesday, I think I'll go live Monday. Yeah, check it out later. Check it out later. It's gave a nice little tour. Happy anniversary, Joe. Yeah, for sure. Happy anniversary. So peaceful here. It's like just chill all the time. It's like there's no, like, even if only real noise you hear is like if there's a car going down the road. Other than that, it's just real, like you just hear like you can hear like the breeze in the trees, and then just hear like the wildlife around here, like all the birds and stuff, which is really cool. It's really therapeutic. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been up since I was up with the baby this morning. I think it was like 6 o'clock. Matt says one of the guys in our fire brigade is trying to get selected to fight fires there. Yeah, it's crazy that you say that, because a few years back, it's probably been like about 3 years now. We had a huge fire here, and it's called the Creek Fire. And they did a story of it on YouTube. Uh, I'll type it in here. So the creek fire was actually one of the biggest fires in history. Um, it was huge, and I really thought we were gonna lose our cabin. Actually, this same orientation this way, we were in the same village. We're in the West Village, so probably less than a half a mile, maybe even a little bit over a third of a mile, let's just say. Um, the four houses burned down in the West Village, so it was crazy. It was scary. All right, Ray. See you later. Catch you Monday. Yeah, we had some wildfires. There was like, and there was that year there was a lot of fires in Oregon too. We had probably like three fires going on, and then around probably a year after that, I was doing a job in a town called Bootjack, California, and that's Mariposa, California. Um, and there, right by our job, there was a huge fire. It wasn't like hundreds of thousands of acres, but I think it was like in the I want to say it was in like the 30,000 acre mark, which is crazy. Might have been a little bit bigger than that, but it was a bad fire too. This one here was like 300 and God, I want to say it was like 373,000 acres, something like that. It was huge, crazy. My dad was alive at the time, and he thought our cabin was going to burn down. It was very scary time, but it all worked out. Still here. But it's kind of when we were driving up. There's a lot of people that I'm sure they've had to wait for like their insurance money and stuff. But there's like a local market that makes just wonderful food, and they make wonderful pies for the holidays. Their place burned down, and then a bunch of people's cabins burned down going down the road, down the 168 highway. And it's nice because you see like a bunch of people that are rebuilding. They have their trailers, and they're rebuilding their houses, and they're doing a good job. So it probably took a while to get their insurance money. I'm assuming. And then there's a lot of money. There's a lot of people that were probably pretty scared at the same time, and they just didn't want to rebuild. So they just got everything got their assessment, and got their took their insurance money and just moved on. Which is kind of sucks, but sometimes that's what happens with things like that. Matt says it's pretty dry here, so getting ready for the busy fire season. Yeah, that's one thing that was kind of crazy. Is and they really kind of touched on it. Our local person, his name is Nathan Magsig, and he's pretty good. He like I was he's a he I was in contact with him when the fires were going on, but there was a lot of like, I don't like to use the word negligence, but like there was a lot of, they just needed to spend a lot more time on the dry brush and things like that. They needed to work on the cleanup through this. You know, you have the money, you gotta utilize the money in those areas as well, like to clean up the forest. Fire is a scary thing. Um, I had a buddy who was caught in the fire further up, and he was like actually running from the fire with his truck on a road, and you could see the fire just jump. He took a video. He sent me a video. The fire just jumping from tree to tree, which is crazy. And then another thing that happens with crazy fires like that is the fire like, so they thought they had the fire contained, and say it was like nighttime, and the fires, they will like create their own weather. So it created its own crazy ass weather and just spread the fire even worse. So just when you think things can be good, they can go south. Yes. So grateful for the firefighters. I actually, for that fire, um, I actually took a little bit of time off work, and I was like, in supplies. I was getting donations from friends and family, and I was running supplies to the local forestry. And then when the fire was getting close to where the forestry was at in Prather, um, then I had to switch my efforts to a local church, and I was getting supplies and taking them to the local church. But it was, I did my best. I was able to raise a 5 grand, a little over 5 grand to, in supplies, be it from socks and or like food and water and necessities and toiletries, just to help the firefighters and whomever out. It went to a good cause. So it was, and that's something that I was very proud of, and proud of, to be able to help, because it was so near and dear to my heart, and I was able to like represent a lot of people, like a lot of family members and friends that, like, a lot of the community that I know that are really touched by, like, and Shaver and Huntington Lake and all those Big Creek areas that are really, um they're really invested in to these areas, because it's just it's a wonderful community up here. It was just nice to be able to not only represent it for myself and help these people, but represent the people that I know, and get their support and help to go to support the for the fire. So it was nice. Michael says that's so true. Cat couldn't do it. Would never get through training. First small dark space. I'm out. Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. I want to wrap this one up. But I will say before I leave, thanks for joining me. Thank you to all who support my channel on YouTube. Thanks for everybody who is subscribed, and continues to join me on these lives. I appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. Guys and girls are wonderful. We have a great support group. Um, Also, maybe Kat could share before I get off here. If you could share the Bearded Viking Facebook group on here, that'd be cool. Um, Also, hopefully she can share the link. Also, if you can, um, to help my channel out, go on over to my Patreon account. It's in the description box here, and it's also, I have a link up top in the chat if you want to scroll on up. My Patreon is up there, and it's in the description box too. If you can, go join my Patreon. It's free. There's 3 tiers of membership. The first one's free, second one is $5, and the third one is a $10 option. So if you can, head on over to my Patreon, and it really helps out my 77 Rockets woodworking YouTube channel. Trying to grow this thing, and the Patreon does help. So Kat just posted the Bearded Viking Facebook link. So go on over to that if you're not a member, and check it out. And there's a little questionnaire, and do that, and then join and become a member. We have a great community over there. I'll read these last few comments before I head on out. But yeah, if you can, check those out, and show your support for my channel. And if anybody would like stickers, I put my email in there. My email's in there. And if you don't necessarily want to email, if you have me on Facebook, hit me up with a message, and I'll send on some. Thank you, Kat, for posting my Patreon. So if anybody's interested in my channel, go on over to my Patreon, become a member, and I have stickers available too. So yeah, I'm gonna read these last few comments, and then I'm gonna head on out. Matt says we do 12-hour shifts and get pretty hungry. Usually get fed Pizza Hut or Subway on Fireground. Nice. Michael says, you the man, Ryan. Speak Monday. I'll see you Monday, brother. You're amazing too, Kat. I appreciate you for everything you do. See you, Juan. It's all right, Oscar. Go check out the live. About to head out. What's up, Conrad? Glad you can make it at the end. Got to get on here. Hopefully, you had a good market. I'm gonna head on out, everybody. Everybody have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday. See you.